Hey guys, Malika here from Malika Simper Astrology, and we have a new moon week. The new moon is building. She will come in, she'll be exact on February 9th at right around 3 p.m. Pacific time, and she lands at 20 degrees of Aquarius. So, how to personalize this for you, first of all, is to look at your own natal chart and find 20 degrees of Aquarius in there and see what house she lands in. That is the area of life that's going to be most affected by this new moon. It is our first new moon of the year, 2024. And she comes in quite powerfully under Aquarius. With a new moon, it's the new start of a lunar cycle, right? It's the new start of a lunar cycle. Everything gets quiet and dark, and we want to move internally and in introspection and reflection during a new moon. We're meant to sort of come inside because it's so dark outside, right? With a full moon, everything's lit up and we can see our way. But with a new moon, everything's darkened and we're meant to find our inner light and come back home to ourselves. So with a double Aquarius sky, usually new moons are quite sensitive. We move through the world of feeling, but with Aquarius, it's quite an intellectualized new moon, if you will. Feelings that come up can feel a little bit funny because Aquarius doesn't really want to dive into the deep end of the pool with feelings. They more want to study feelings, analyze feelings, inspect feelings, be curious around feelings. Um, and so that is the innate energy of this new moon. So anything that comes up, anything that's showing itself to you during this new Aquarian moon, be curious around it, right? It's like Aquarius has the gift of detachment. And within that healthy detachment, they can analyze, they can take on a bird's eye view, and they can assess the situation instead of reacting emotionally. That is the gift that Aquarius brings in when it comes to emotions. And some people might view them as being detached or unfeeling or cold. They tend to have a very wrong reputation around that when actually they're smarter than all of us. They're a bit of a genius when it comes to the emotional body because they don't have that innate reactionary impulse when it comes to emotions. Now, of course, if you're thinking about your Aquarius, you have to take in their whole chart, as an example, because if they have strong water in there, those emotional reactions will show themselves. But just pure Aquarius by itself um, is fascinated with emotions in a way that they want to study them and they want to learn them. And so the emotional content coming in can feel a little bit uncomfortable with this new moon, and it's sort of like, well, what am I supposed to be doing with these emotions, right? So an invitation to get or permission to get curious around the feelings that are coming up this week within the new moon. And there's a strong urge to break free from anything that feels stifling or boring or stagnant or feels like it's holding you back. Any place in your life that says you have to do it this way, or where you have a label placed on yourself, or where you have a confinement or a restriction. A new moon in Aquarius, we want to break that and break free of that and experience full and free liberation. So, permission to do that. Aquarius is really good at breaking down structures, systems, formats, and rebuilding them into something new that's going to fit the self better. So try that in your life. Look to see what house it lands in, and that area of your life is up for just like a redo, an innovative idea of how to do something differently, how to be more eccentric, how to color outside of the lines in that area of your life. Okay. So enjoy this new moon in Aquarius. It's beautiful energy. It's electrifying. It's sparkling. I often think about Aquarius as like a lightning storm. Okay, so there's electricity in the air, and learn how to, or get curious around how to move with that and dance with that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll come back next week.